Come hang out with me for days 2 and 3 on my first ever solo cruise aboard the Discovery Princess, where I'll eat good food, listen to great music, and visit the beautiful port of Cabo San Lucas with 2 new solo friends. So I'm going to go on a quick walk around the track this morning and do my daily Spanish lessons and wait for the spa to open so I can go to the thermal suite. I'm really excited about that. The jogging track on Discovery Princess is located on deck 18. It takes 7 laps to make a mile, and I always try to get my steps in when I'm on a cruise to make up for all the cocktails and vacation eating I know I'm bound to do. Okay, I'm headed to the spa now. Hopefully there won't be anyone or very few people there since it opens at 8 and it's 8:02 right now. So I'm hoping there aren't too many early birds there this morning. Either way, it'll be fine. I lucked out and basically had the whole place to myself. I expected it to be a little more crowded even though it was opening time because it was a sea day. This is a quick shot of the ladies' changing room. There are extra showers in here and lockers. A really nice place to get ready before or after you head to the spa. After the spa, I headed to get some lunch at Gigi's Pizzeria. This is a beautiful spot. It's a casual dining option, which if you have the Plus package, 2 casual meals are included. If you have the Premier, like I did, you get unlimited casual and specialty dining. I got the antipasta for my starter, and it had artichokes, ham, pastrami, and my favorite Kalamata olives. I opted for the Princess Pizza for my main course, which had mozzarella, tomatoes, ham, and of course, lots of Parmesan. As you can see here, the ship was really rocking on this day, and I was especially glad that I brought my seasickness just in case kit. I'll leave a link here for my 5 ways to combat seasickness. Most of my free time was spent right here at O'Malley's Irish Pub. It was a great place to meet up with the new friends I made on board, and the music was always fantastic. They even had a guy come in and play bagpipes. How cool is that? Dinner that night found me back in the main dining room, and I really wish I could remember what this was called, because what I do remember is that it was so good. And then there was dessert. I got what they call the Love Boat Dream, which is a princess specialty, and that combination of chocolate and raspberry, oh my gosh, I will have to book another cruise just for dessert. And don't think that I won't, because it was really that good. So, this was my formal night outfit. I had to take these shoes off because, ouch. I've been in these shoes for hours. Anyways, I didn't go super fancy. I just wore like a cute little black dress, super easy and comfy. Everything was comfy except for those awful shoes. Let me tell you about my night. I went to the rock opera. It was a show. Let me say this. The rock part where they were doing like the Celine Dion and random kind of American pop and rock songs, not so great.
But when they sang the actual opera songs, they were fantastic. The costumes were gorgeous. The dancing was good. The orchestra that played behind them was fantastic. But let's just say the half of the show where they did the rock songs it was painful. Okay, I hate to say that. I really hate to say it, but was not so good. The opera part, I was like, oh, I can see why they picked these singers, because there were times when I was really questioning why they picked those particular people to sing. But when they did the opera, I was like, oh, this is their lane. They just didn't let those people stay in their lane. So the show was okay. And then after that, I thought we were going to watch Karaoke Wars. And so we sat in the area we thought it was happening, because there were a lot of people sitting there. And then we just ended up having drinks and talking. And now it's like after midnight, and I'm so proud of myself that I don't feel 90 years old. I'm not going to bed at like 8 o'clock. Oh, look, it's 12:17. I made it till after midnight, and I'm still awake. So tomorrow is Cabo San Lucas, and it's a tender port, and we won't get in until like 2 o'clock. So I think I'm just going to tag along with some other people that are just going to walk around. And if I can't find anybody to tag along with, then my plan is just to kind of walk around that port. I don't have any excursions planned or anything in particular that I want to see. I haven't done a lot of research. I'll probably scroll through TikTok tonight and see like if there's any places to eat that I can't miss, or places not to miss during my stroll around town.
After sleeping in pretty late after my late night last night and taking a leisurely morning, we finally pulled into the beautiful port of Cabo San Lucas. I did end up tagging along with 2 other female solo travelers that I met the first day of our cruise. And now we were walking around with 2 missions. 1, to find a place to eat lunch. And number 2, the tender boat was a little rocky and none of us brought seasickness meds off the ship with us. So my new friend wanted to find a pharmacy so that she could get something to take for the tender boat ride back.
So we got off the boat at Cabo, and I didn't do any research, and I'm kind of regretting that because we had no idea where to go. So we walked around for a little while, and we just stopped at a random place. And I will say that all the places right here around the port, they have very touristy prices. Nothing is cheap here, so you're going to pay like American prices, kind of American big city prices. We're at a place called Cabo Cantina, and I will say that the watermelon margarita, really good. And it's only $8, so that's not too bad. So we probably won't do much else in Cabo, but just walk around a little bit and then go back to the boat. And next time I will be I will be more prepared. We'll just say that.
My new friend Monica got the octopus, and although the presentation was beautiful, I was a little bit too chicken to try it. I did get the courage up at the Mazatlan port though, so make sure you subscribe because you definitely don't want to miss that. My other friend Mary got the ceviche, and I got the pork carnitas and a side of guacamole that was $4 for this little bitty thing of guacamole. And as was foreshadowed earlier, a fly drowned in my second watermelon margarita. I guess God was telling me I'd had enough. After dinner, we wandered around to find a restroom before heading off to the famous Cabo Wabo to have one more drink before we headed back to the ship. Cabo was a fun, cute town, but if I had it to do over again, honestly, I'd do an excursion through the ship because I feel like we just missed a lot staying in the touristy areas. Getting back on board with the Tinder process was a breeze with Princess. This was my first Tinder experience, and I'd hyped myself up for it to be a big hassle, but at least on this cruise, it definitely was not. Look, you can catch a glimpse of our ship there in the distance. It really is a beautiful ship. The medallion process made it very easy to do almost everything on the ship, and Tindering back was no exception. You just scan your medallion and you are good to go. Okay, so I'm giving the buffet a second chance. You know, the first time I gave it an F, but we're gonna try again. So this is, I tried to memorize this, seafood paella and braised beef short ribs. So definitely eating like a fat girl tonight. This is just chicken, no, Caesar salad with some ham, some medium rare steak, and some chicken and chimichurri sauce. So we're gonna give it another go, and I'll be back with the results shortly. Okay, so on embarkation day, the only thing I had that was any good was the taco bar, and that was okay, but they redeemed themselves. This was absolutely delicious, and I'd give it a solid A-. Well, that wraps up day 3. Be sure to hit that subscribe button because next week's video, I will bring you days 4 through 7, and we will explore the wonderful ports of Mazatlan and Puerto Vallarta. And until next time, as always, happy cruising.